Hey guys, what's up? Welcome in with your pal, your friend, Mr. Knight, 5N, coming to you with another quick little clip. And today, before I begin my topic of the video, would like to say a quick apology. It's been a very, very busy, hectic month this past month. I've had a lot going on. I just became a grandpa, but I'm going to go with Pawpaw. Yes, congratulations to my daughter Isabel and Daniel on the birth of their beautiful 8-pound, 5 ounces baby girl, Ixiana Autier. Good luck finding that on a keychain. But we'll make one for her. I'm sure that we have little grinders that can make her a little personalized keychain one of these days. Also, like, dislike, a thought, a feeling, a question, comment section below. Here we go. So, it was just announced today that Ben Affleck and one of my favorite Batmans of all time, Michael Keaton, the one that got so much flack, like Affleck did back in '89. They even had Bob Kane do a petition, man, with over 50,000 signatures. They didn't want Beetlejuice or Mr. Mom to be Batman. But of course, the rest is history. He came, he delivered, and he kicked ass as Bruce Wayne and as well as Batman. But my deal is today, man, I don't know what's going on with DC. I have no idea what's going on with DC. I know what's going on with my cat, though. You just ate. Hush. I know what's going on with that. My cat just ate. And Shadow Man, we're still waiting on that video. It's been a while. Come on, man. 1 or 2 minute video on something you like. You can even post it on Twitter. You don't even have to post it on YouTube, man. Let's just see your beautiful face out there, brother. Let's get it going. Don't be afraid. We have to grow the fandom in us. We have to grow as people out there is trying to tell us what we want to see in movies and TVs and adaptations of their stories. Yeah, no. They're even talking about Wonder Woman right now. They're trying to pin the villain in that one. I think that's going to be played by Pedro Pascal as like a Trump villain. Anyways, I digress. But yeah, we got to get going, Shadow Man, so let's go. So today, DC. I don't know what they're doing. They are all over the place, man. They do not have a full story going on with anything. Marvel's had a few hiccups here and there, but you know, where they've failed, they succeeded by listening to the fans and getting some creative feedback on things. I don't think Iron Man 3 was my favorite. That whole thing was just kind of, I don't know, man. To see Ben Kingsley, a great actor, and you actually, I felt a little fear from when he was portraying the Mandarin, but when he just went, oh, it was an actor. I mean, this just lost me, man. But DC's all over the place. You got the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Again, that was another good movie. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman didn't even hit $1 billion. Two most iconic comic book characters in the world did not hit $1 billion. And everybody's whining over this Justice League Snyder Cut. Who cares? I personally don't give a shit about the Snyder Cut of Justice League. It's going to be long and drawn out. You know, it's like everybody complained that Batman v Superman was had too much going on in it and not enough explanation or not enough story execution at all. And now they want to see the Snyder Cut. It just kind of shows how fans are kind of hypocritical at times, just in my opinion. I mean, I don't care about the Snyder Cut. They even were talking about that they wanted him to continue doing more DC movies if the Snyder Cut was successful. How are they even going to deem that? You know, there's no box office numbers. It's not going to be released in theaters. You know, HBO Max can come out and say, oh, it did this or did that, but we really don't know. We don't have the actual facts. But I will say this. DC has done something right almost to the peak playing field of Marvel, and that is the DC animated movies. I mean, this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. If you want to see some great stories, I mean, like, I know that some people don't really kind of want to watch a cartoon, but, you know, these are animated features. Let's just be politically correct on that. But if you want to see some of the greatest storytelling and greatest character development, you know, one of the very first that came out back in the mid-90s was Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, and Jeff Johns, since there's no Jeff Johns. Hey, at least he's a DC guy, right? But Jeremy Johns reviewed this movie since he can't go to the theaters and review new movies coming out, and he gave this a big, awesome tackler. That came out in '95. Phenomenal story. I mean, great job. But then we have a trilogy here, which is Son of Batman, We have Batman versus Robin. This is a really interesting one. And then we have Batman, the third one, Bad Blood. And it's really neat. You can kind of see the DC characters if you line them all up. You got Batman, Robin, and Nightwing all together. A lot of them are like that. Some are not. But I'm just going to kind of make this video quick and go over a few of my favorites. Of course, we have Green Lantern First Flight, but the one that I never heard a lot of talk about was this one right here, the Green Lantern Emerald Knights. And this was an amazing prequel to Green Lantern First Flight. Back in the days when they were starting off with the on Oa. And yeah, this is a really good one, man. It told the story of how the Green Lanterns came about and how the rings chose their chosen peoples. Love that one. Good one. Now, if you want to really go something, this one came out a while back ago in the earlies. This Batman meets Superman, the movie. Batman Superman movie. This is how they should have met. This is what went down. Great movie. Another one that kind of followed this one along with the new Wonder Woman was the animated Wonder Woman movie. Great movie. A lot of these are really super good. Here's one that's one of my favorite books. This one's called Batman Under the Red Hood. Now, there is a dialogue at the end of this movie that is mind-blowing. I mean, it talks about how Jason Todd confronts Batman as the Red Hood, which is no secret, or sorry, spoilers, on how he didn't go out and kill the Joker. And Batman just gave this like 2-3 minute monologue, probably even a little shorter than that, on how, you know, he cannot do that otherwise he would be just like him. So he had to keep true to his heart and true to being Batman. But this one was actually a sequel off of the graphic novel A Death in the Family. And if you want to talk about a story, man, where Jason Todd was found ripping the wheels off the Batmobile. And then Batman took him under his wing, no pun intended there, and trained him as the new Robin. And later he was, well, I don't know if you guys haven't seen it or not, but it's a really good read. It's definitely a twisted story, but really, really good. And the one, of course, we're talking about today, this is another great one. These animated features, I mean, these kill it. These are on the same playing field as Marvel, if not better, in my opinion. And, of course, we got the Flashpoint Paradox. This is the movie that's going to be coming out. This one's actually really neat. I don't know if they're going to play off as Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne as the Joker in this, but I don't know. But basically, when Flash goes back and tries to save his mom's life, it alters all reality where Bruce Wayne is the one that got murdered and Thomas Wayne became the Batman, and not a very nice one. He carried around Glocks and shooting people. And his mother, Martha Wayne, became the Joker. Really interesting one going on there. This one is another good one, Justice League Doom. Great movie. This one is actually pretty clever, where Batman studies each member of the Justice League, and just in case if they're succumb to mind control or they turn, he has a strategic plan to take each one of them down. Justice League Doom, highly recommend that one. The Batman, The Dark Knight Deluxe Edition. This one is really cool. This is based on Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. Really good. Loved it. It has a 2-parter series in it. Peter Weller voices the Batman, The Dark Knight, in this one, and really comes off with some great dialogue. I mean, Frank Miller, when he came in and did this, man, he killed it. I mean, he made a new name for himself when he walked into that one. Gotham by Gaslight. This is kind of like a spin-off adaptation of Batman, where it's back in the days of Jack the Ripper, and that one's really cool also. The one I don't have that I bought, I mean, I have my buddy now put these on Fire Stick for me, is Batman Hush. Not exactly like the graphic novel, but still, they changed it up where it kept you on your toes. Justice League Dark's another good one. And then we have the Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. This is another good one. I mean, any DC movie that I've seen has hit the ball out of the park. I mean, I didn't really see Batman Ninja, but I heard it was pretty good. I don't follow any of the Bratman, the Brave and the Bold movies, animated feature adaptations, but the DC animated movies are the one to go. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about, before I do that one, I want to save the best for last. This one, Superman Unbound, and then there was Superman and Batman Public Enemies, and then Superman Apocalypse, where Supergirl kicks Apocalypse's ass. But the last one I want to say, this is the one that got the most flack. This is the one that got the most flack because the graphic novel is one of the greatest graphic novels ever written. I mean, I even have it par right here. I got to move the phone a little bit. Is this one, and this is the one where Mark Hamill said he will return voicing the Joker with Kevin Conroy as Batman. And this one right here, I love The Killing Joke. It's my favorite. It is the first comic that I ever loved, Tim Burton. And here it is, the most famous graphic novel. You want to read a twisted story? And I don't know if you guys read at all, but this is one of the most twisted stories I think I've ever read so far. I mean, there's other ones out there, like there's the one with Brian Azzarello that wrote one called The Joker. But they made a feature film of The Killing Joke. Now, this one got a lot of negative feedback because the book doesn't consist of a full-length animated feature. So they added a 30-minute deal with Batgirl in there. Now, spoilers. A lot of people were pissed off because Batman does not have any kinds of relations, I would say, with any one of his family. They're his family. But Batman is a trained tactician. Now, let me explain why. I think, in my opinion, and this is spoiler, Batgirl was flying way off the grid as far as her mental focus, chasing this criminal that constantly tried to push her buttons, where you would go kind of like toward the dark side a little bit, where you wouldn't be straight-minded and focused. You'd be flying off the handle, doing things out of emotion, and it's going to ultimately get yourself killed. And Batman started to really realize this. So, in an attempt to try to kind of rebug her mind, Batgirl wanted to knock the old boots with the Dark Knight, and Batman let her. And they caught a lot of flack for this because in the comics and the continuity of the books, Batman would never do this. But like I said, Batman is a trained tactician. He thinks 5 or 6 moves ahead and knows every outcome of every scenario. That's what makes him one of my favorite all-time comic book characters. So she was so frazzled after they, bumped the pelvises. And then, of course, Batman did the ultimate guy thing and didn't call. That kind of, I think, in my brain, set her back where, like, okay, I'm not going to mess up. I don't know. I think he threw another thing in there to kind of, like, distract her from the first thing. Kind of like, a Major Payne, somebody broke their leg and they broke his finger and he took his mind off the leg and broke the finger. I don't know, man, but that was, in my opinion, I had no problem with it. It like I said, Batman threw a wrench in her gears, man, and kind of twisted her up a little bit. But yeah, the DC animated features, and there's a few more, but I just wanted to kind of feature my favorites. You cannot go wrong with storytelling characters. Damian Wayne, we have the first trilogy. It's the Son of Batman, Batman versus Robin, and Batman Bad Blood. That's a 3-parter. It's great storytelling, great characters. You get some laughs, you get some good actions, and the fight scenes were really well. Oh, another favorite. If you guys really want to geek out with some nostalgia, if you find it, and I want it on Blu-ray because I'm gonna have it. I have it downloaded, but I want to see all the stuff that came to be. Was Batman versus the Ninja Turtles. That one is probably one of my all-time favorites out of it. You get a lot of puns from the past and things like that, from references and Easter eggs. But yeah, that's another good one, guys. All right, that's all I have to say. I don't know what DC's doing, but if you want to see some great DC movies, animated series, Night 5 gives it the old 2 thumbs up. Anyways, guys, have fun, make it your day, and we'll talk soon in the next video. And Shadow Man, let's get it going.